Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the New Age Geeks channel. Tonight is a very exciting night, for it is the first episode of our new campaign, Queer and Present Danger, a high fantasy homebrew setting made by yours truly, a brand new D&D campaign for this channel, with an all LGBTQ plus cast. And then, just so you guys know, here on the New Age Geeks channel, we aim to create an all-inclusive space and make everybody feel welcome at our table. And just so you guys know, the New Age Geeks includes more than just us up here on the screen. It relies on all of you wonderful geeks and your participation in the community that we are building together. If you want to become one of the New Age Geeks, you can. Just simply join our Discord, subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels, where you'll find moderated chats, emotes by one of our favorite geeks, Sarah.
Sarah.
Hello, Sarah. And chat rooms with the cast, along with other members of this growing community. And then remember, the best way to help us out is with engagement. So we'd love if you'd watch the video all the way through, like, share, comment, subscribe, and let the community know to share us with everybody else. Beyond that, we have posts going up on Twitter, on TikTok, and Instagram. So if you're on those platforms, make sure to follow us for more geeky goodness. And now we're going to open it up to the rest of the cast.
You guys like free subscriptions?
Yeah, love it.
Because if you have Twitch Prime, you get a free subscription. So if you're already paying for Amazon Prime, you get Twitch Prime absolutely free. Did you know about this? Because it scores you a 1 month subscription to the channel of your choosing. And you just have to go in every month afterwards and just pick it again or choose a different one. But you get it for free because you've already got Amazon Prime. It's amazing. You should do it, and you should use it on New Age Geeks, because then you get to see us every month, and it's a no-brainer. But if you're willing to help us out in a financial way, like money, we have a tip feature here on Twitch, which uses PayPal for safe, secure, one-time donations. We have a merch shop for hoodies and goodies, including we have new stickers. We have the Whisper leggings. We have shirts, hoodies, the Not a Mimic line. It's great. You should check it out. And we have a Patreon for those who wish to donate to our cause and get a little something back. Lastly, if you wish to become a sponsor for Forging Fates, for Queer and Present Danger, or the New Age Geeks altogether, reach out to us directly via our Instagram page, and we can begin those discussions.
Amazing. And then just one more thing before we continue on to this super exciting session. If you enjoy the music we have going here on the New Age Geeks channel, we highly recommend checking out the SonCraft bot. The SonCraft bot allows you to play open source, community selected music and soundscapes directly from your Discord server. With just a few clicks, whether you're playing with friends or streaming on Twitch, you can use the audio stress-free. With their pro level subscription, you get their playlist builder, shareable playlist codes, and access to over 40 music genres and over 20 different soundscapes. Global genre selection and 2 premium Discord servers, all for just $10 a month. But using our referral link gets you $2 off your subscription for the first 3 months. All you need to do to get started is invite the SonCraft bot of your choosing to your server. Then just hit play and let SonCraft take care of the rest. Alrighty. That was a lot of words. Before we get started, I would just like to introduce our wonderful cast for this show. Dom, would you like to introduce yourself?
What if I said no?
Well, they're going to find out one way or another.
Hi, everybody. My name is Damiano. You may know me from Forging Fates, but I am going to be playing Tobias Gilliam Shieldshell III, a turtle wizard, tonight.
All right. Hans.
Ooh, I'm next. I am Hans Kate. I typically go by Hans everywhere. I will be playing the Sea Elf Cleric Ashira Steermere.
Alrighty. Star?
Hi, I'm Starshine, or Dr. Starshine as I'm known on social media. I will be playing Irawo, a half-elf cleric.
Aerolith, you're up next.
Hi, I'm Arlith on most social medias. I am going to be playing a high elf rogue tonight.
And last but definitely not least, Rima.
Hi, I am Rima, also Rima Rabbit, and I'm going to be playing Bloom, who is a tiefling, necromancer, and warlock.
Amazing. I'm super excited. So without further ado, let's get into tonight's session of Queer and Present Danger. So to begin our journey, we open to the world of Dorplasia, a world young in age, yet full of life. From the largest of dragons to the smallest of pixies, calling this their home. Simmering volcanoes to enchanted forests, and even desert wastelands. Everyone has a place somewhere on this world. Although young in age, Dorplasia has struggled to maintain its peace. After a nearly catastrophic attempt to cause chaos throughout the mortal and divine realms, known as the Castigation, the people began to question their relationships with the gods. After 12 years of war, known as the Cleansing, the gods finally stepped in and vanquished the leader of this movement. Following the Cleansing, it took almost 3 centuries for people to find comfort and regain trust with the gods, and peace was finally starting to restore itself in Dorplasia. Today we begin in the town of Holden, a hustling and bustling city located on the eastern edge of Gillimore. This town is well known for its lumber works, mining, imported goods, and even a little bit of fishing. Huge banners and ribbons galore floating in the wind, merchants and farmers setting up booths for fun and games. The town starts to grow lively as the day progresses, and children running about and others simply running their errands. Oh my goodness, guys. This town is about to celebrate the wedding of Princess Anessa and Prince Adam of Aramore in order to bring their kingdoms together. There has been minor conflict between them for some time, and the nobles came together and decided a celebration is the best way to bring people together. We open to the southeastern entrance to the city, sitting in a cart, tracking along. Dom, would you please describe your character for us?
Sure. Like I said, I'm playing Tobias Gilliam Shieldshell III, more colloquially known as Toby. He is a little green turtle with, he stands about 4.5 feet tall. He's 12 years old, and he has the brightest, widest, light amber eyes with dark green freckles across his face and shoulders. And he wears very simple garb. He's dressed as a less well-to-do fisherman's son. And he's got sun-bleached cloths tied around his neck and waist to form a sort of shirt that fits around his turtle shell. And he's got tan shorts and stands barefoot with a fishing rod on his back and a book always held in hand. He's just a little guy.
Just the little guy. With somebody sitting beside him, joining him on this journey. Hands, would you please describe your character for us?
Ashira is quite the opposite of just a little guy. Standing, she's probably around 6'1", 6'2". She has very pale blue tinged skin with blue-gray eyes, long, curly, sea-swept hair that starts out as a deep navy blue, ending in white at the tips, like a wave breaking across the shore. She has a dress that is blue and silver with bits of armor overlaid, looking almost like scales or bits of shell. You would see a mace strapped to her hip and a shield on her back that looks like it's one big piece of shell. Long, kind of double pointed ears, and yeah, she's sitting with Toby and just enjoying the day.
So at this point, you guys have been traveling for a long time, desperate to get to the town of Holden, as the horses in front of you clump on the stone path. Are you guys talking about anything? Do you have anything on your mind as the giant wall on the outside of the city begins to come into view?
Are we there yet?
I think we're getting relatively close, at least. I would think so, seeing as there's a giant wall.
Yep, that makes sense. What do you think the wedding's going to be like?
Probably vastly different from any that I'm used to, but probably a lot of people. I would think lots of merriment and music.
I've never been to a wedding.
Well, this should certainly be a wonderful first one for you.
Cool.
As you guys begin to trek closer, you notice giant ribbons and banners hanging from the flag poles at the top of the wall. And as you begin to creep closer and closer towards the gate, you just see two guards standing on the outside. As one of them begins to look at your cart and screams, "Halt! What is your business?"
None yet.
We are just simply on our way to the city. It's one of the destinations we've been heading for.
I'm here for the wedding.
Toby.
All right.
I thought it would be funny.
As the one guard continues to maintain eye contact with both of you, the other sort of circles around the cart, just doing like a general check of sorts before he gives the other one a thumbs up, and the other one nods and says, "You're free to continue," and gestures inside of the gate.
Okay, bye.
She'll just kick the horses to get the cart going.
Okay. As you guys enter into the city, you can see many large buildings. You can see some like residential areas as well, with many, many people hurriedly walking through the town. Just getting in preparation of this big day, this big event. You see plenty of places to stop for food. You see some places setting up spots for games. And even more decorated on the inside than the walls were.
You weren't kidding about all the people.
Large cities tend to have a lot of people in them.
Can we go play games?
Why don't we find a stable first?
Oh, please, come on, let's go play, 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 let's go play.
Toby, we can't leave the cart in the middle of the road. But yes, we can go play games. Just in a little bit.
So you're going to find a stable?
Yes, please.
Okay. Just roll me a perception or investigation check. Either both of you or just one of you, whichever you.
Can both roll.
Yeah. What are we rolling?
Either perception or investigation.
I knew that.
19.
Yeah.
15.
Easy enough. You guys are sort of able to squeeze your way through the streets before you come across a building that has a giant sign that says Fauna's Stables. You can see a little barn with
now
plenty
what?
of hay and other horses.
Do we just give it to them?
We have to see if they have room, but yes, we would just leave our cart and horses with them. So probably hop off and then go find like a stable hand.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit and wait, swinging my little feet.
Yeah, so Ashira, as you just sort of walk up, you can see a shorter boy with sort of scraggly brown hair taking a pitchfork and cleaning up that stable. Who hasn't taken notice to you yet?
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah? Sorry. 1 second. Sort of tosses the pitchfork, wipes himself off, and walks over to you. How can I help ya?
I am hoping to store our cart and house our horses here, if there's room.
I mean, it's pretty busy with the whole wedding going on. How many horses you got?
1?
How many do we have?
You would either have 1 or 2 because it's just the 2 of you in the cart.
We have 10.
We're built for speed.
We are the stable.
Just the 1.
Oh yeah, if it's just 1, then you're lucky because we only had a few spots left. So, do you know how long you'll be needing to hold it for?
A couple days.
Okay. He sort of pulls like a little notepad out of his pocket, like writing down some numbers. How do you feel about 3 silver for a couple of days?
Sure, that works just fine for me.
Perfect. And so he hurriedly walks up towards the cart.
Hello.
Looks up at you, Toby. Well, hi. I'm gonna need you to get out of the cart so I can put it away, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Scramble my way down.
Does your horse have a name, just so I can like put a little tag on it?
This one's a chestnut horse, so I named him Chestnut.
All right. You can see he hesitates before writing the name down on the paper. Just scribbles something down, puts it on the bridle, and begins to walk the horse and cart back to the stable.
I wasn't prepared to name an animal just yet.
Surprise!
It's going great, guys. Going great.
And with that, is there anything else you wanted to do at this current moment?
Toby's gonna, eyes wide, be looking at everything all at once, but also simultaneously just reach a hand up and grab one of Ashira's fingers.
Perfect.
I'll keep a hold of his hand.
And with that, I assume you guys go walking off to find some games.
Yes.
All right. And at that point, the camera pans to an eastern entrance to the city, where another cart is chugging along, but full of many more people than the previously seen. Starshine, would you please describe your character for us?
Yes. Irawo is a young adult. She's 5'5" with golden brown skin, deep magenta dreadlocks, and russet brown eyes. She wears a breastplate and pauldrons with a purple tint to them, and wears a purple sash around her waist and a purple cloak over her shoulders. If you couldn't guess, purple is her favorite color. She loves the purple. She has pointed ears, and yeah, that's Irawo.
As you guys are trudging along, just chatting about, we also see Arliss' character sitting in this cart. Would you please describe your character for us?
Talia is a very seemingly young high elf. It seems very out of place for the area that she is in. She has chaotic ginger hair and very fair skin and very strikingly blue eyes, almost unnaturally so. She's wearing clothing that's a little bit finer than what you would see for traveling through the woods, and is carrying a bow and a number of musical instruments, and has a very fine veil pinned up over her head.
And now you guys have also been traveling for some time. Probably not as long, but with a cart full of this many people, you tend to take a lot of pit stops, a lot of breaks. What's going on in the cart while you guys are almost to the city? Also seeing that large stone wall with a manner of ribbons and banners flowing in the wind.
Irawo is kind of taken aback by the size of the wall. Being from a smaller town, this is pretty grand to her, and so she's really trying to take it all in right now.
Alrighty. And
Talia has a lot of excitement. Very excitedly keeps peeking out of the cart to see what's going on. There's a lot of like rustling going on, adjusting of her bags and making sure, okay, do I have everything? Is everything here? I'm not leaving anything behind, right? Okay, you can do this. You can do this.
We can totally do this. Irawo looks over to Talia. I think we're ready, right?
Yeah. We're ready. This is right. We made the right decision. Talia, you made the right decision.
a younger half-elven man sort of pipes up. It's like, this place is huge.
Isn't it? I've never seen anywhere so grand.
I'm so ready to explore, see what's out there, really.
It does seem to be a very nice city.
Well, yeah, it's second in the continent to Aramore, so pretty massive. And this big of a wedding, too? This is insane.
I'm excited to meet new people. Do you think there'll be, like, orcs and stuff here?
I don't know. I really don't
Maybe.
know what to expect from a place like this.
I mean, all that I know is like it's a really big, diverse place. People come in from everywhere. So maybe, do you want to see an orc or do you not want to see an orc?
I don't know. I think I kind of want to see an orc. I think that would be really cool. I hear they're very, very tall.
Oh, they're from what I've heard, they're like huge.
And bad news, I think. I don't know that I've ever heard a story about an orc that didn't scare me. But
My
maybe that's
mom,
just Tolga's small town demeanors.
my mother did have a friend who was half orc and said that he was very nice, but not all of them are nice like that. So, I guess maybe it's just like anybody. It's who they are.
Well,
I don't know.
Then maybe I do want to meet an orc.
it's just like not all elves are super nice. So some of them
That's
can be really
true.
mean. But yeah, like now I kind of want to meet an orc too. That sounds really cool.
Let's go find an orc.
Yeah.
The cart continues to go as you guys begin to approach the gate. With two guards standing beside it, one of the drivers just hands them a slip of paper as they flip it open, read it, look at the driver, nod, and you guys begin to pass through into the city of Holden.
Wow.
You guys make it
What do we see?
maybe a couple blocks before the driver stops, looks back at you all and says, "Well, this is as far as I carry you. You guys are all on your own. So, you're all strong, you're all brave, and I know you'll all do great things. So go enjoy that wedding and then go wherever the wind takes you."
Thank you.
Thank you very
Astrus's
much.
blessing to you.
Thank you. Thank you both. You all begin to exit the cart. Talia, double checking, you have not forgotten anything that you are aware of. You have everything accounted for on your person.
Irawo picks up her staff from the floor of the cart before stepping out. And it is about her height and has an amethyst gem on the top of it. And she sets it down firmly on the ground and nods, looks around at her comrades, and says, "All right, I think it's our time."
And all of the people you have traveled with, maybe like the dozen or so people that were also in this cart, very excitedly talking and being like, "Yeah, let's go!" And you all sort of begin to make off in your own directions. As you all know, you just have to be at the wedding, and then whatever happens after that is up to you guys. So what are the both of you wanting to do now that the city is yours?
Araru, when is the wedding again?
Good question. When is the wedding?
It's at about like 3 p.m. is the time of the actual ceremony. And right about now it is about noon or so.
Irawo looks up at the sky and says, "In about a couple hours."
So we have time to maybe go get some food?
Oh, we should definitely get some food. I wonder what kind of food they'll have here.
Go ahead and both of you roll me a perception check.
$12.
21.
Damn, girl. Okay. Iralu, you immediately looking around, clocking all the different food stands. You see a place that's just selling like a sort of simple stew, a little bread stand with a multitude of breads. And you see a place that seems to be selling some sort of like confectionery. You know what I mean? Like desserts. And then there's another one that seems to be selling like this they claim it to be rock candy. But all you see is what looks like rocks on the table.
Irawo turns towards the desserts and says, "Oh, look!"
Oh, that looks good. And Talia like runs over that direction.
Irawo, excited, runs right behind her.
Amazing. You guys walk up. There is a young woman with very, very long pointed ears and very long brunette hair, sort of working the confectionery stand, like sprinkling like powdered sugar over various desserts. Turns around. Hi! Hi, how can I help you guys? And she sort of just like wipes her hands on her apron.
What can you tell me about these? They look great. And I like point at like one of the random things on the thing.
This is something I like to call a dough ring. So it's this little ring of dough, and then I bake it, and then I put like sugar and stuff on it. Sometimes it'll be like I'll call it like a dough ball, and then there will be like different kinds of like jams or like fruits or like maybe even like a frosting inside of it. Yeah. So that's just some of what I have.
Can I try a dough ring?
Absolutely. Did you want cinnamon on it? Did you want just sugar on it, or like a little bit of both?
Both.
Both. You got it.
I'll take one as well. Same thing.
All right.
And,
Yeah.
Talia reaches in her pouch to pull out the coin to pay for it.
Okay. So she gets your cinnamon sugar dough rings, puts them in like little cloth napkins, hands them to you. It's like, okay, it's 2 copper.
Irawo.
I reach in and I pull out 5 copper, hand them to her, and say thank you, and grab Aurora to walk away.
Well, ma'am, you forgot your change. She reaches out as you guys run off.
Irawo is so distracted by the dough ring that she doesn't notice they've overpaid. She just wants this dough ring in her mouth right now.
As you guys run off with your dough rings in hand, again, the camera sort of pans away as we see one more person entering from the southernmost part of the city. Rima, would you please describe your character for us?
Yes, so Bloom is a little 10-year-old girl, and she has light purple skin and little tiny tiefling horns coming out of her white hair. Her hair is kind of poofy, so she just kind of puts it in 2 really big braids. She has a little tail coming out from under her purple dress. that kind of looks like a goat tail with a little white tuft of fur on the end of it. And strapped to her back is a little doll that kind of looks like a younger version of her, like an American Girl doll, kind of. And
a Shadow Friend Girl doll.
Yeah. And so she has it kind of strapped to her back like a little backpack. And then also kind of strapped across the back of her shoulders behind the doll is extremely, I would say, large staff for her. Like you could tell she's like waiting to grow into it a little bit. And there's a purple gem on the top of it and a black mamba wrapped down the staff.
After your very, very long travel, you finally begin to see the gates of Holden.
Right, well,
What is
Bloom isn't even tired. She's skipping still.
what's going through your mind as you approach closer and closer to this destination you've been pulled to, directed to?
Honestly, she's just really excited. She's excited to be around people again. She's excited to like sit down and eat. She's really hungry, and she kind of picks up her step a little bit and starts walking faster. And now she looks over at the doll behind her and she goes, "All right, Wither. We're almost there. I can see it now. Can you see it, Wither?" And she just turns around so that her back is like facing the gate, and then nothing is said out loud. She goes, "Wither, you're such a good listener." She keeps walking.
You can just feel a slight sense of approval in the back of your mind as you begin to trek closer. You continue along and approach the gates with the 2 guards in front of it. Halt! What is your business?
I'm Bloom. What's your names?
I'm Eric. This is George.
Eric and George. I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
We are in charge of who let people into this city. So frankly, people have to talk to us if they want to come in.
10 years old. That's weird.
It's because you don't understand politics yet.
You shouldn't be talking to 10-year-olds.
You want to get into this city. Unfortunately, you have to talk to us.
Fine. Favorite color?
I'm sorry?
I'm talking.
You asked our favorite color?
What do you want to talk about?
Why you want to go into the city?
I'm really tired.
Okay.
My parents told me that I need to meet them in there right away.
Go ahead and roll me a deception or persuasion. Or deception, sorry. They're gonna roll an active insight on that.
That's a 6.
It's okay, they rolled a 5.
Oh, cool.
They just sort of cock their heads, looking down at you, look back at each other, sort of shrug. Fine. And they let you through. And as you begin to walk through You can tell that they are reacting to the doll that is on your back, going, "What the fuck?" It's not the weirdest thing I've seen today, but still. And you enter into the city, which is much bigger than you anticipated.
Where do you think we should eat first, Wither? Yeah, I think I like those circle breads. Those look yummy.
Another sense of approval.
All right, Bloom's gonna skip on over to where the weird target-shaped bread cakes are.
As you approach, that same woman from earlier with the very long pointed ears sort of looks over and then sort of peers over the stand. "Hey, what can I get for you?"
2, please.
Of what? Of which kind?
What's your favorite?
My favorite? Oh gosh. It's got powder. It's the powdered sugar, so it's a really fine sugar over top of the dough ring. Or else the cinnamon sugar dough ring is really good as well. Those are my 2 favorites.
I'll take one of each, one for me and one for Wither.
You can see sort of just like a confused look come across her face as she only sees you.
Oh, sorry. And she's going to turn around and point at her back and go, Wither's really good at sharing.
Okay. One of each. Got it. All right. She turns around, grabs them, puts them in these little cloth napkins, and hands them to you. It's like, okay, that is gonna be 2 copper.
She's gonna take out like 2 buttons out of her pocket and just.
Unfortunately, we don't take buttons. Do you have any like copper or?
Can I look for some and come back later?
Roll me a persuasion check. While Talia and Irawu, I want you to roll perception checks.
It's a 16.
17.
What did you see?
Nat 20.
Oh, Irawu, you can hear a little girl at the stand that you had just left. And you can hear the little shopkeep talking about we don't accept buttons.
Oh, Irawo has bitten into the dough ring and now has cinnamon sugar around her mouth. She turns around and says, "Do you need coppers?"
I guess. I thought I had some. And she just holds the buttons out.
Irawo takes out 2 coppers and says, "I'll trade you."
Okay. She puts the buttons in her hand.
Irawo gives the coppers. "Thank you very much. I'm going to use these." She puts them in her pocket.
All right, and Bloom's gonna turn back to the shopkeeper and say, I have the real ones now.
Thank you, honey. Just a warning that not many shops around here are gonna accept buttons. So, just thought I'd forewarn you.
It's okay. That was my last ones.
Well, enjoy your dough rings.
Thank you. And then she's gonna turn back to Irawo and go, thanks. I'm Bloom.
Hi, Bloom. I'm Irawo. And
This is Wither.
Irawo turns her. Hi, Wither. Irawo turns to find Talia to see if she's still there.
She is. She turns around and she goes, "Where? What? Oh, hi."
I'm
This
Bloom,
is my
and
friend
this is
Talia.
Wither.
Wither. And she just kind of like, "Hi, Wither."
Wither just says nothing. Just
Irawo asks Bloom, are you here for the wedding?
Oh, I heard a lot of people were coming over here. That makes sense. I heard there's a lot of books.
I don't know about a lot of books.
Through a mouthful of dough-ring books. Books? Where? Books. We should go find books.
I like books.
My mom and dad always told me that castles have lots of books.
Yeah, they
Oh.
usually do. I started reading when I was like 2 cycles, and like it's so amazing. And she just starts like trailing off, just like rambling about books that she's read.
Kage over there.
So I imagine you guys start heading off towards the castle.
The castle.
Meanwhile, Ashira and Toby, what have you two been up to?
I'm not a snapping turtle. It was only the one time. And it was because he scared me. I'm a sea turtle.
I know, Toby. It's just, getting frustrated and sometimes snapping, whether you actually make contact or not, isn't the best way to behave.
Well, you told me I couldn't cast spells at people, so I had to bite them.
Neither option is necessarily the best option there. At this point, you see Ashira, and she has probably a bag of candy that is definitely Toby's. She has a stuffed turtle that is Toby's size that she's carrying that they probably won at some game. She's just like, what next?
We should get something to eat.
More than candy sounds like a wonderful idea.
Oh, I guess.
Actual food.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So not candy.
No, I'm gonna hold on to this. She slips it in her bag. For later.
Okay. Oh, sugar.
It's on bread. It counts. It's food.
Yeah.
Just follow Toby.
Just dragging her along by the hand.
Please tell me. I assume you're going to the confectionery stand with all of the baked goods.
Yes.
Yeah. I want that one and 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 not that one.
Okay. Wow, getting a lot of business today. This is awesome.
Hi. Yes, we're not going to take all of those. Why don't you pick out one that you really want?
I mean, they can last you like a couple days. Like they don't go bad easy.
Pick out 2. 3.
I'm gonna do that one and that one, and then how many of the little ones can we get?
1.
But they're like this big.
I said 3. You agreed.
Can I get one of the rings and the ball in the ring, so it's just one big disc?
Well, we have dough balls. Like we have big ones, but those usually have like a jelly or like.
Oh no, I'll take 3.
Okay. We have strawberry, blueberry, raspberry, blackberry. Yeah, we have this for. So, which one of those flavors do you not want? Because she said 3, and I think I named 4.
I'll skip the blueberry one.
Okay. And then anything for you, miss?
Just looking at the counter, what is the most just basic plain thing that would be the opposite of what Toby would want?
The opposite of what Toby would want?
Like a bran muffin.
Basically the equivalent to like an everything bagel.
Perfect.
All right. All that for you. Got it in a little bag. 4 copper.
I'm gonna pull out my bag and I just have like a handful of gold in my hand, and I'm just put one on the counter.
Okay. Let me get you your change real quick. And so she gets you the 9 silver, 5 copper in return.
I'm just gonna take it all.
Perfect.
I don't understand how tipping works.
It's fine. It's fine. And this is when the entire group of you begins to hear bells in the distance emanating from the castle, signaling it's almost time for the wedding, guys.
We should get moving.
Sounds kind of boring.
Boring? No, it'll be so exciting.
Can
I came all the way here to see the wedding.
Can I bring a book with me?
Stuck.
You can bring a book.
Okay.
I just pulled the donut out of Toby's mouth. Maybe we take
just
small bites.
Sugar and dough crumbs and jelly just everywhere.
Yeah, that tracks.
All right. You guys see as many and many people begin to flock towards the castle, specifically towards the courtyard where the ceremony is being held. The decorations start to get more and more extravagant as you get closer to the center of this city. You see more florals, you see even more ribbon, shinier ribbon, golden ribbon, as they have gone all out for this magnificent wedding. And they begin to file you all in. And funnily enough, the 5 of you are put into the same row together, sitting next to each other as you sort of sit there and begin to wait. Talia, Bloom, and Irawu, you guys are the first ones of this particular group to go and sit down, with Toby and Ashira filing in just a couple minutes later as you all sit down and begin to admire this large fountain in the back with the water that seems to almost sort of sparkle, and this giant floral arch that perfectly frames it and essentially the stage where it's at.
It's been a long time since I've been to a wedding, and never one quite this grand. We haven't thrown any at my house yet. Never mind.
Everything's just so beautiful.
Bloom's gonna,
Astra
kick
said
her
it would
knee.
be wonderful, but
She's restless, but she's just doing this with her feet so that she's not bouncing off the walls. She's sitting still-ish, minus the feet.
Irawo asks Bloom, how does Wither like it?
My goodness! And she's just gonna grab Wither off of her back because, she was basically leaning back against the bench that they were sitting at. She just puts Wither on her lap and goes, "Oh my gosh! Wither could have suffocated!"
Oh. Well, I don't know if Wither can suffocate.
Well, just gonna fix her hair a little bit. There we go.
Oh, hi, friends. We're sitting here too.
Hi,
Just gonna
Hello.
climb
I'm
up,
Irawo.
climb up
Hi.
onto the chair.
Hi.
Hello, I'm Toby.
And I'm Ashira.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Bloom, and this is Wither.
Hi, Bloom and Wither, and Irawu, and really tall lady with blue eyes.
Hi. I'm Talia. Sorry. I don't get out much.
Oh, me either. I'm usually on a boat.
It's nice to meet you all. And she'll lean down to be eye level with Wither, and she'll shake Wither's little hand.
Bloom's gonna move Wither's hand too.
How far did you guys have to travel?
I didn't come from too far away. I was just over in Tolga, the next city over, I think.
And they picked me up on the way. I just joined up with their group.
Like walking.
Oh.
You cut out a little bit for me,
Oh.
Bloom.
Oop.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she just said, "It's been a while, but I like walking."
Walking's a lot of fun. I like swimming too. And Toby's gonna time his kicks to suddenly synchronize.
Bloom's gonna speed up.
And just matching pace. New friends, restless energy, relatively close in age. It's great. Time of his life. Wedding who?
Yeah.
Talia is trying not to stare because she doesn't think that she has met anyone quite like either of you.
Probably not, no. as you guys are all sort of making small talk, Toby and Bloom just sort of kicking, try to see who can outkick each other at this point. Most of the people have already begun filing in, the ushers sort of finishing up their job, as there is a lot of people here. People from all over the continent, from Aramore, and some possibly even from Shadowfen. As everyone begins to sit down, find their place, get comfortable, you can sort of hear soft music begin to play as the royalty of this city begin to make their way. First to make their way down the aisle is going to be the king and queen of Aramore, sort of walking down, both very elegantly dressed, the king being in like some ceremonial armor with again like a ceremonial sword on his hip. And then afterwards is the king and queen of Holden themselves, and everyone just sort of like bows their head out of respect. Afterward, we finally see Prince Adam begin to walk down, very elegantly dressed, ceremonial armor, very similar to his father's. Him being around 5'10" in height, having very short, sort of black slicked back hair with slightly pointed ears, sort of begins to walk up and take his place at the altar. And then the minister of said wedding, very dressly plain, mostly black, with a few divine symbols scattered amongst him, a couple on rings, one big one on his necklace, sort of gets up and he greets the families from both cities. And after a few seconds, the music begins to change up a bit as everyone begins to rise, turn around, and see Princess Anessa beginning to walk down the aisle.
What's going on? I can't see.
I don't know. I think someone died.
Are they gonna sword fight? Cause they got swords.
They're just for show.
No one died. Somebody's getting married.
What? I don't know what that means.
We'll tell you later.
Mom and Dad told me that they hugged after. And then I came along.
Irawu
Gross.
is just trying not to laugh.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand up on the chair to see the princess.
Okay. Again, very, very elegantly dressed with a white and green dress, golden jewelry, with a very small, like, golden tiara upon her head. Now, if everybody could go ahead and give me a perception check.
That tracks.
17?
Rolled the wrong one.
8. Apparently, the children next to me have distracted me too much.
Joining the 8 club, I did not get on top of the seat, so that makes sense.
Okay.
Still standing on the seat, but only being 4.5 feet tall. 6.
Okay.
Natural 20 for 26.
Hell yeah.
17.
All right. Ashira and Irawu, as you are looking at the princess as she is walking down the aisle with this large bouquet sort of being held down as well, you can see very heavy bags underneath her eyes, and she sort of moves at this very tired and slow pace down the aisle. her hair maybe isn't as kept as it should be, especially for this large of an event. She is trudging along down the aisle, barely making eye contact with Prince Adam.
Well, I'm not one to usually comment on someone's appearance, but she doesn't seem like she's feeling her best right now.
Is she sick?
Something. It's a little off. I'll agree with Hoaru.
As the princess begins to continue her way down the aisle, you can see her shoulders sort of begin to slouch. She begins to sort of clutch at her stomach, sort of falling to her knees and letting out this huge coughing fit, this like phlegmy coughing fit. And Ashira and Arawu, you guys are the first to notice her skin starting to turn this deep red, fleshy color. The voice coming out, going from this very nice feminine voice to this growly, deep, guttural sounds. You begin to see little pieces of blonde hair fall off of her scalp. And then you can all hear the sort of tearing of this dress as she begins to grow in size. And suddenly you guys kind of realize this isn't the princess. As she has turned into this massive 6.5 foot tall, mangled creature, breathing heavily. He begins to look around and panic. And that's where we're going to go on our break.
Ah.
Oh no.
I think I see her now.
Get that girl a Snickers.
It's fine.
All right, so we're just going to go on our quick break, and then just going to be a quick, like, 10-minute break. So we hope to see you guys soon. And welcome back, everybody. We are picking up right where we left off. After Princess Anessa, or clearly not, has shifted and changed into this monstrous creature as she is almost finished walking down the aisle. Screams erupting from the crowd, chaos ensuing, people running to and fro. You see a few of the guards drawing their weapons. And then one of the guards seems to go through a similar transformation that the princess had just gone through, not immediately drawing their blade. This monstrosity stands up to its full height and starts to walk closer and closer down the aisle. And this is where I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative.
Ah. Okay.
14.
Okay, 1 second, please. Okay. So, 25 to 20. Okay. 20 to 15.
16.
19.
Nice.
Ashira was at 16?
16.
Okay. 15 to 10?
10.
14.
10 to 5?
5.
All right. Well, this monstrosity is going first, and it is continuing to walk up towards Prince Adam as it begins to raise its hand and is going to make 2 attacks against this beloved Prince of Aramor. Okay. This monster wails down with its claws sort of slashing at this armor, making 2 deep cuts along his shoulder. He sort of screams out in pain, and then as Prince Adam bends over, the other attack missing completely. And then, Toby, you are up next.
I thought you said they weren't sword fighting.
They weren't, but they are now.
Do I get to cast magic? Do we get to play it? Can't hear you, Hans.
Maybe?
There we go.
Okay. That was weird. Yes. Magic on
Firebolt.
her.
As soon as you said yes, the firebolt flew in my hand.
Oh,
Okay.
bolt! I heard ball and I was like, oh no.
No, I don't know that one yet.
Okay, roll the hit.
That is I know math. 12.
The firebolt whizzes past its head, going into the fountain behind it.
Well, that wasn't very good. And I'm gonna hop down from my seat and move as far as my little legs can carry me from the aisle on the left and go just up to the get a better vantage point if I can.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
I don't know how far 30 feet would take me, but that's my walking speed. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30? Does that look right?
Yeah.
Cool. And that's going to be my turn.
All right, Ashira, you are up next.
Okay. Not wanting to get too far from Toby, she's gonna shift the same direction.
Okay.
Oops. And the air around her is gonna start to kind of smell like ozone, and lightning's gonna kind of crackle in her hands, and she's gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
All right.
At
Roll
the
the hit.
Not Princess.
At the Not Princess.
21.
That'll definitely hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
$14 points radiant.
Okay.
And then next attack has advantage. And that'll be it.
All right. Irawu, you're up.
Irawo is going to use her action or her movement to move towards the monster up the center. Ooh, but I don't know how to count distance here. Oh no, not that way.
So
5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Is it each square is 5?
Yep.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. And we're going to stay at 20 here. And Irawo is going to try to cast Sleep.
Okay, remind me how that works.
Creatures within 20 feet of you. Choose. I guess I'll just read it.
Yep, go for it.
The spell sends creatures into a magical slumber. Roll 5d8. This is the This total is how many hit points of creatures the spell can affect. Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points, ignoring unconscious creatures. Starting with the creature that has the lowest current hit points, each creature affected by this spell falls unconscious until the spell ends.
Okay, so the dice you roll, it has to have fewer than that amount?
I believe so.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
All right, so it's 5d8. 14. 17, 18, 19, 20. One more. 28 total.
You see it sort of like want to give in to the exhaustion that it's feeling, but it manages to shake it off.
Okay. I'll end my turn there.
All right. It is time for the not guard to go, and he is going to move up towards you, Irawu. And that is all it is going to do at this moment. All right, Talia. You are up with Bloom on deck.
I am going to step up onto the chair behind me and knock back my bow.
Okay.
That is dirty 20.
That'll hit. Go ahead, roll damage. And you were aiming at the one attacking Prince Adam?
Yes.
Okay.
$11.
Alrighty. You hit the arrow right into its shoulder as it sort of leans back, looks back at you, and lets out this guttural snarl. Very displeased. All right. Bloom.
All right. So I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers. Yeah.
Okay. On which one?
On the not princess.
Okay. And that is a saving throw?
Yes, let me see. A wisdom save. I'm looking for my save DC is 13.
Okay. Rolled a natural 20.
Ah, well that does that then. Well, then Bloom is just gonna whisper, "Twinkle, twinkle, little star, you're the ugliest princess I ever did see." And then she's gonna see that it didn't do anything. She's gonna go, "Yeah, I think I need to work on being scarier. Eh, I think this is becoming a problem. This always happens." Let's see. So I'm trying to see. Okay, it doesn't do anything if you save. I was making sure. I don't think I have anything that I can do with a bonus action. Yeah. That's my turn.
Alrighty. It is the not princess's turn. And it is going to make another multi-attack on Prince Adam. Both of them just going wide. As it's snarling and thrashing about. Toby, you're up. What do you got?
So, I'm gonna move in front of these people who are still sitting down for some reason, even though there's a monster attacking. And
They're
I'm
standing
gonna
there frozen in panic.
that's silly. And I'm going to, as I run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. As I run up to that point, I'm going to take out my fishing rod off my back, and I'm going to flick it like I'm casting a line, but instead of a fishing line, a arc of lightning is going to and launch at the not princess. I don't like that name. I'm going to find something else that's going to be better. And I'm going to cast lightning lure on the monster. Please
Okay.
make a strength save with a DC of 14.
Strength, you said?
Mm-hmm.
That's cocked. Got a 12.
So that'll fail. So you're pulled 10 feet in a straight line towards me.
So it is right up on you, in between you and Arawu.
Is it within 5 feet of me?
Yes.
Then it takes a D8 of lightning damage. Unfortunately, I rolled a 1. So it takes 1 lightning damage.
Okay.
And that's going to be my turn.
All right. Ashira.
Shira is gonna shift forward. Okay. We're not gonna cast any AoEs. That would
Smart,
be
smart.
a very bad idea right now. I think same thing. She, continuing to keep the lightning swirling around her, is just gonna shoot out another guiding bolt.
All right. Roll to hit.
Yeah. 16.
16 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
10 radiant, and then same thing. Next attack on her has advantage.
Alrighty. That leads it to the not guard. Because I don't know. Okay, well, it's going to move up right next to you, Irawu. And it is going to take a multi-attack against you. Okay, one's going to be a 25 to hit.
Ooh, that hits.
And the other one is going to be a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Sorry. Okay, so you will take 10 bludgeoning damage
Okay.
in total. And that is going to be its turn. Oh, Iro, did I skip you? Well,
I wasn't sure if I was before or after.
you should have been before. So, go ahead. You can go ahead and take your turn now.
Okay. Let's see. I feel like I have to engage with the not guard. Okay. I take my staff from my back and try to strike the not guard.
Okay, roll the hit. If anyone wants to give me an Arcana roll to figure out what these things are, please be my guest.
Absolutely.
Go ahead and just do it now.
25.
Ooh.
That was a nat 20. Where was that energy? Okay. Yeah. I'm
13,
happy.
so.
I also rolled a 25 with a 19 on the roll.
Okay,
Let's
Toby
go.
and Bloom, you can
Magical
piece
high
together.
five. Yeah.
Kids.
Toby and Bloom, you can piece together that these are doppelgangers. Beings known to take shape of other people and could literally be anywhere.
Bloom's gonna point and just go, those are doubly
Doppelgangers.
yes, that duplicators right there.
Yes.
All right, Ira, what'd you get?
16.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh no. It looks like I don't have it set up to do damage with my staff, so I don't know how much damage it does.
You can do a D4 plus your strength modifier.
Thank you. Okay.
It's a D100 plus another D100 because she's
That
covered in
sounds fair
purple,
to
and
me.
it's just the awesome factor.
It's the rules.
A total of 4.
Cool.
100. 400.
100.
Yes.
Because
So D100 times a D4.
Well, it's got 402, so.
Ah, come on.
Kidding. All right, Talia.
You were close. Solid hit.
I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to Oahu and knock back my bow to take another shot at the doppelganger princess.
Okay. What is your inspiration to Irau? What do you say and or do?
You've got this, new friend. We've got this. Let's go.
All right. Go ahead and roll the hit.
$16.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
And because it has other enemies within 5 feet.
Oh, wait. You should have advantage on this attack because of Ashira's guiding bolt.
Yeah, I said also have, so I should have sneak attack damage.
Yes. Did you roll your advantage?
No,
Just
I did
see
not
if
roll
you
my
crit?
advantage.
Just see if you crit.
What do I roll for that again?
Just
Just
another
another D20.
D20 and take the higher of the two rolls.
Nope.
Okay.
That'll be a total of 18 damage.
All right. How do you want to do this?
Yes.
And Tilia knocks back the arrow, breathes in, lets loose the arrow. It flies directly between the Night Princess's eyes. As she screams, "Not today, not my new friends. This is day one. We're not doing this."
You let loose the arrow and it hits it square between the eyes as this deep blue ichor starts to leak out and it just falls backwards onto the ground. The Nut Princess has been slain.
Oh!
Tilia's like jumping up and down on the chair in excitement.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I did it.
Bloom's jumping too. Is Bloom's still right next to you, I believe, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Bloom's just
And then
jumping up and down and pointing. It's like, oh my gosh, that was so cool. Did you see that? Did you see the way the arrow it just went right there? And, oh, what color is its blood?
Is there still the other one standing right there too?
Yep. And Bloom, it is your turn. As you are
I'm
busy
in
hyping up your new friend.
Okay. All right. We got one left. I think. It looks like one left. The not guard, right? Okay.
Yep.
So
The Dopley Ganger.
we're gonna do Ray of Sickness for this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the range on that?
60 feet? Am I?
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Is that a save or an attack roll?
An attack roll.
Okay.
That's a 13.
Just misses.
Ah. Okay.
But you do have... Oh, wait, no, sorry. That was... Irawu has inspiration, correct?
Oh, yeah, and, it's not at advantage because of the, it's
No,
already
because
over, right?
it was
Yeah.
the first one.
Got hit, yeah.
Gotcha, right. And actually it was on the other one.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So like she just takes this big giant staff like out from behind her back. She's like, okay. And it's just really big and she's kind of like and she just like kind of falls back down into the seat. And she's just like, woo! Okay. I need to do some push-ups so I can hold this thing better.
All
That's my
right.
turn.
Cool. Toby, you're up.
So first thing I'm gonna do is turn to Ash and say, Ash, Arawu got hurt. Help. And then I'm gonna run up and over and kind of go around the body of the copy princess.
Okay.
And princess.
The tiara laying on the ground next to it.
Oh, I don't care about that. Actually, how much would you say that tiara weighs? Not much, right?
Not much.
Catapult.
Oh. Okay.
As I'm running up and around, I'm gonna say, "Ooh, shiny!" Boing! And it's gonna launch in a straight line It says choose one object weighing 1 to 5 pounds within range that isn't being worn or carried. By your own admission, it is on the ground, not being worn or carried. The object flies in a straight line up to 90 feet in the direction you choose before falling to the ground, stopping early if it impacts against a solid object. If the object would strike a creature, that creature must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
On a failed save, the object strikes the target and stops moving. When the object strikes something, the object and what it strikes each take 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
Alrighty. So dex save. Roll the 12.
Again, the DC was 14, so that is a fail.
Alright, go ahead and roll damage.
On tonight's episode
This
of Turtles and Tiaras.
Frickin' tiara.
A lot. Math. 7 and 6 is 13, and 2 is 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Gotcha. Now I also have to do math. Okay.
Damn.
Anything else on your turn?
I just did 15 points of damage with a freaking tiara on the ground. No, that's my turn. Why is he still alive?
Achira, you're up. With Iro on deck.
Yes. I will move forward. Bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on Raru. It's just 1d4. Seven points of healing. And it's just like a cool, almost like sea mist feeling, like when you stand when a wave breaks. It's kind of the feeling that washes over Amaru. 7 points of healing, and then
So you heal 7 points.
Her other hand is gonna fling out, and she's going to cast Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Which is a Dexterity save, DC 14.
All right. Roll the dirty 20. Does it do half damage at all, or no?
No.
Okay.
And that's it.
Iro, you're up.
Can I roll Arcana to see if I know whether these are intelligent creatures?
Yeah.
Clearly not, because they picked a fight with us.
13.
Yeah, they're not like super intelligent, but they have been used to I'll say they've been used to gain information. They are they are known for just sneaking around, learning anything that they can.
Okay. I try to cast sleep on it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your die.
7, 15, 17, one more. 17 plus 8 is 25.
Rima, are you? Sorry, I'm just a little concerned about Rima at the moment.
A very large spider just descended from the ceiling. Just continue for a moment. I'm so sorry.
Okay. I mean, fucking, I'd react the same.
Happy Halloween.
The spell has no effect. It still seems to be pretty sturdy.
Oof. Okay. I don't think I
Just
have any
watching the whole
bonus
ball
actions
shake.
I can take.
Okay.
So that's it.
Okay. It is now the doppelganger's turn. After just being hit with a tiara, it is going to whip its head towards you, Toby, make its way to you, and it is going to attack you twice.
It can certainly try.
Not Toby.
Not Toby.
With a dirty 20 to hit on the first one. And a 17 on the second one.
Guys, I'm a wizard. But I also have a 17 armor class, and it meted on the second one. So, ouch. Twice.
Okay, so 8 damage on the first one. And 7 damage on the second one. So 15 total.
Ow. Ouch.
And then that is it for its turn. Talia, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to notch back and fire my bow again. And it looks like it is within range for sneak attack. Because it's right up on somebody else.
Sneak attack? What are you?
She's sneaky.
But also giving bardic inspiration.
12.
12 is gonna miss. It whizzes past right in between Toby and the doppelganger's face, flying into the fountain behind it.
Did you roll?
Dang it.
Oh, damn. Never mind.
Anything else for your turn?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Bloom. Are you okay?
Its location is unknown. I'm just gonna hope it doesn't show up again. That it's not on me. Because I kind of just like it like fell on me and then I don't know where it went. So if
Star, did you find it?
If I run away screaming, I'm okay. I guess, are we still dealing with the not guard?
Yes, and it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna try, Tasha's.
Tasha's.
Hideous laughter. So,
all right. Tell me what that does.
Oh, actually, am I within 30 feet? I may not be.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, within 30 feet if you move closer.
Yeah.
You can move a little closer for sure.
Is like one like row up and then kind of like one over.
Yep,
close
you've moved
enough.
I would say you moved 20 feet just because you crawled over the
that works.
Crawling
the bleach, the pews.
All right. Then that's gonna go ahead and that's gonna be another spell save of 13.
Okay. Which stat?
Oh, wisdom. Sorry.
Okay.
What are you doing to make them laugh?
Yes, please tell me the joke.
Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to think what Bloom would do. I think she's just gonna like stand up on the seat and she's just gonna like jump into the row in front of her and just start making like funny faces. And she probably thinks is like hilarious. and hopefully he does too. But
well, after
the demon should roll at disadvantage.
After Talia's arrowhead whizzed past its head, snaps to turn to look at the both of you, and seeing you make those faces, you just hear, and as he starts laughing uncontrollably.
Awesome. So
Does that also knock him prone?
Yeah. Yeah, he
begins clutching his sides as he falls over and begins this disgusting laughing fit.
Hideous, even.
Yeah. And he's incapacitated too.
Okay.
It doesn't. I guess I should also note, a creature with an intelligence score of 4 or less isn't affected. I know we talked about its intelligence before, but
no, you're good. It's affected.
Okay. Okay, cool.
I thought it was a doppelganger.
See, you should be the one casting this. All right. That will end my turn.
All right. Toby brings it back to you.
I don't play bards and I don't play humans because they're too close to reality. So I guess I'm gonna have to go with some wizard nonsense and cast Firebolt.
Alrighty.
No, I take that back.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's a dumb thing to do when you're this close. I'm gonna do a lightning lure again. So please make a strength saving throw.
It already fails because it's incapacitated.
Oh. Sure.
Let me look it up quickly.
What are the conditions?
Because I know it's prone and incapacitated. It just says an incapacitated can't take actions or reactions.
And prone
would be at disadvantage.
It has disadvantage on attack rolls, and attack rolls against it have advantage. But this is a saving throw, which neither thing mentioned, so it would be normal.
I'm just gonna say it's rolling at disadvantage for that. So that would be a 12.
12 again. DC's 14. Get wrecked. And go to Turtle Heck. 5 points of lightning damage.
Alrighty.
Zippity zap, you're gonna get smacked.
It's starting to look a little rough.
Starting to? God damn.
It's looking a little rough. Alright, Ashira with Iro on deck.
I mean, Ashira looks positively pissed after it hit Toby. And there's like lightning flickering through her hair and kind of around her. She's gonna step forward over the body and just look it straight in the face and don't you ever hit him again. And I'm gonna use Destructive Wrath and cast Thunder Wave at 2nd level.
Okay.
Straight out so it only hits him.
Okay. Describe to me what it does.
A wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 3d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away. On a successful save, the creature takes half damage and is not pushed.
Okay.
And what does the wrath thing do?
And it emits a thunderous boom audible up to 300 feet. My destructive wrath is just going to give me max damage because it is thunder damage, so it's automatic max.
Fuck yeah. And it rolled a 7 on its saving throw.
It's going to take 24 points of thunder damage and be flung back 10 feet.
So yeah. This thing went from looking rough
Loud.
to looking bloodied on death's door right now. As it is still horrendously cackling.
And then I'm going to shift in kind of in front of Toby-ish.
Okay.
And that'll be it.
Raul, what you doing?
Irawo turns to the group and asks, should we try to capture it for information?
New friend?
Obi's kind of sitting there bloody as all get out, with his HP in the single digits right now.
Right.
No.
Irawo.
It's a little guy.
Is the other royalty still here?
So Adam has rested himself up against the fountain, just sort of clutching his shoulder, and there are who you can assume to be Princess Inessa's parents sitting in the front row, just still looking horrified at what's going on, just covering their ears after that thunderous boom.
All right. Irawo approaches. Oh, which one's me?
You are
And
right here, I believe.
thank you.
Yeah.
And takes another swing with her staff.
Okay. Roll to hit. And it will be at advantage because it's knocked prone.
All right. Hey, nat 20.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, advantage.
All right. Roll
Let's
roll a d4 and double it plus your strength modifier.
Roll a d4. That's a 4, and double it. That's 8, plus strength is 10.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah.
Irawo takes her staff and says, in the name of Eris, and swings the sharp amethyst at its neck.
You bring it down, slicing open its neck as that same deep blue ichor begins to trickle out, and him now letting out an even more disturbing gurgled laughter as it begins to fade. And we are now out of initiative, guys.
Toby's just immediately going to sit down on the floor, legs splayed out in front of him.
Yeah, Ashira immediately is like next to him and it's like, oh god. And it's like, has quick cure wounds.
I did it.
Just kind of jump down off of the chair that I was standing at and kind of like wander up to the group. Is that how all weddings go around here?
Yes. 9 points of healing for Toby.
Thank you.
Irawo walks over to the prince and kneels before him and says, "My apologies, our prince. I failed to bring Asteris's protection to you."
He's just sort of sitting down, looks up at you, still sort of clutching his shoulder. It's not your fault. No one could have predicted this.
I did ask if there was going to be a sword fight, but whatever. It wasn't really a prediction.
I mean, the only sword fight at a wedding I've seen is when someone stood up in objection. But it wasn't supposed to be like this. Thank you all very much for helping us.
So where's the princess?
That's this one.
No.
No, that's the dooboo boo boo.
Lets out a small chuckle. As you hear a voice behind you, a little more gruff. This man stands up, the one you had seen wearing some decorative armor with the city's sort of crest on it. Long, slicked back, light brown hair into a ponytail, some stubble around the chin. I greatly appreciate you guys for helping us, but we need to find Anessa. I don't know where she could be, but it is clear that someone has been trying to infiltrate our kingdom. As he takes a heavy sigh, sort of looks back towards his wife. You guys are very skilled in what it seems you guys do. We would be more than happy to offer payment if you guys are able to find my daughter and bring her back safely.
Talia steps forward directly in front of the father and mother, and with a flourish that seems like she has done this before and is used to talking to people of this status, it's okay. We will find your daughter. We will bring her back. That's our purpose in life, and you need not worry. Rest easy tonight.
Thank you. And there will be an additional reward if you are able to find out why this had happened.
I'm gonna walk over to the doppelguard and pick up the tiara that took 3d8 points of bludgeoning damage. So I assume it's bent and wrecked.
It's pretty bent.
And I'm gonna walk it back over to the royal people. I'm sorry I broke your hat.
Thank you. Takes it. It's easy enough to fix, I'm sure. Anessa has plenty more. as he sort of looks down at the tiara and begins wiping off some of that blue ichor.
Can I cast mending on it?
Yeah, go for
Did
it.
I keep mending? Well, I better check first. I didn't keep it. JK. I changed it out. I changed it out for all the things that weren't working.
That's okay. I'm sorry. I mean, I haven't seen you guys around here. But if you don't already know who I am King Espen. And this is Queen Avena.
And these are the Holden King and Queen?
Yes.
Or they're from the other place?
They're from Holden.
Well, Toby might not be paying attention. I am, and I'm taking notes.
Era.
Okay. The other guards who were in too much of a panic to come and help slowly start collecting the bodies, dragging them off to who knows where. Prince Adam sort of stands up and begins talking with Espen and Avena. What are you guys doing?
Irawo stayed kneeling and is saying a prayer to Asteris.
Okay. If you would like to roll a religion check.
Sure. That is 19.
Okay. What is the prayer that you are stating, if you would like to share?
She is praying to bring comfort to the families and guidance to the group to find who did this.
Okay. As you're sort of muttering under your breath, you can feel a calm, cool breeze just sort of wrap around your shoulders. And Ashira, you also begin to feel that soft breeze sort of flowing and almost encircling the group.
I would like to investigate copy gangers.
Okay.
See if they've got anything on them, incriminating evidence, identifying marks, and just because Toby's kind of a nerd, just kind of study them a bit.
Okay, go ahead and roll investigation.
Lim's just poking one of them with her staff.
21.
21. Which one are you investigating first?
Since it's right there, the copy princess.
Okay. It's sort of hard to find anything on like its person. There aren't any real identifying marks. However, I will say with a 21, your eyes sort of dart back and you can see a note that had fallen out of the dress. Because it had pockets. Kept a note in its pockets.
Nice.
Of course it has pockets.
And can I read the note?
So on the note, it looks like a schedule. It looks like the princess's schedule for meetings, any like sort of like musical practice, any sort of more specifically, definitely it is the schedule for the day of the wedding, and there is a event at the bottom that is marked for midnight. It says meeting with D.
I'm going to go up to the person who agreed to go hunting for this person, since she seems to be the most adept at dealing with this circumstance. And I'm gonna tug on your hand, Talia. And
Hello?
I'm just gonna.
Eating.
This looks like it's Anessa's to-do list for today.
Was it the princess's to-do list, or was it
Mm-hmm.
otherwise? That's...
Well, it's either the princess or this guy. Either way, there's something happening tonight. Did it say where the meeting was?
No. Talia, do me a favor and roll just straight intelligence.
There's no place for straight rolls here.
13.
All right, 13's enough to know that this isn't royalty's handwriting.
Okay, I don't think this was written by the princess or one of her advisors. I'm gonna walk up to the prince and politely interject. Excuse me,
Yes.
my prince.
Yes.
This was found on the body of the not your bride. I don't believe that it belonged to her. It states something about a meeting with somebody tonight. It may or may not be of interest to you.
He sort of just grasps it from your hand. I can't say everything seems to be accurate except for the that meeting at midnight. What business would somebody have at midnight? And I don't know who D is either. But I do appreciate this.
Is there any information that the king or queen may be able to garner?
Adam passes the note to Espen, and he sort of looks at it. I can't say. I'm assuming D is a first name. We can sort of try and put together a list of people we know with first names that start with the letter D, but it's a pretty large city. You'd have a very long list.
Anne, David, Dalton.
Princess
Daryl.
didn't have any advisors or close confidants or friends that may have fit that description.
Marius, Davros.
Don't believe so. Her main advisor's name was Rory, but I can. I'll see what I can do for putting together that list for you.
Do you have any not friends?
If maybe we could get a meeting with Rory, that may help garner some information as to the whereabouts of where your daughter may be.
I can definitely try and get a hold of him. He seems to have run off in the midst of the chaos, but I mean, I will see what I can do. Are you guys staying in town? Is there a place where I can send someone to fetch you and find him?
We haven't set up accommodations as of yet. I just met most of these friends today. Wonderful Arawu here picked me up on the way to the wedding and brought me to this occasion.
Well, the Willow Whispers Inn is a nice place. If you guys want to rest there in the meantime, we can provide accommodations for you. We can get everything paid for.
That sounds wonderful, Your Highness. She kind of like flourishes.
Thanks, Seti. Sorry.
No, you're not. He pulls out a small bag of coins, just 50 gold he hands to you and says, "This should be enough for as long as you need, so thank you. We will be in contact."
Thank you.
And they begin to make their way with Prince Adam back to the castle.
I turn around and it's a big, like, very obvious. Well, I'm glad I went to class. Hi. I think we have a room for the night if we need it.
Is it gonna cost that much money? I don't have that much money.
They paid for it. I have the money so that we can pay for it.
We might have money left over for food too.
Oh, I like food. Can we get more of the? You said I gotta take small bites though.
We could get so many of those circle cakes.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yes.
We could get one of each.
Actually,
there's two.
Ash, can I share one?
Of course.
And I'm gonna take out the three jelly filled donuts and I'm gonna go, this one's the red one, this one's the other red one, this one's the blackberry. I think you'll like this one.
And then she's gonna take the powdered sugar one and she's gonna like rip like a third of it off so that she could give like 1/3 to her, 1/3 to Toby, 1/3 to Wither, and I almost forgot her name for a second. And then I hand it over to, and then I forgot what I think it was cinnamon sugar was the second one. Okay, yeah, do the same with the cinnamon sugar. There we go. We can share.
Thank you. I'm just giving you the blackberry one, because I have two others. So I'm just like, do I gotta give the little her a donut too?
Oh no, I'll
can
give her
split
half
it?
of mine. Yeah.
Okay. Cause I wanted the other two.
Oh,
It's too wholesome.
that's how you make friends. Share food.
Share food, yeah, 100%. So I'll just be like sitting on the floor munching away at the little donuts.
It's gonna be like a blue blob in the middle of the purple face of the blueberry jelly.
As you guys munch on your dough rings, and
Go balls.
sort of sit and rest for a second after this eventful wedding, you begin to make your way to the Willow Whispers Inn, not too far from this courtyard. As you enter in, Talia, I imagine you were the one to speak to the innkeep regarding your accommodations. And they managed to bring you all up to... There's separate rooms. One individually for each of you. But again, do your lineup however you wish. What are you guys doing before you take a quick rest?
Irawo is writing in her journal, documenting the events of the day.
Okay.
I would have, if the inn had like a tavern type food area or whatever, I would have gone to get some food, and maybe just kind of people watch a little bit. It's my first real night, not in a cart, but away from home.
All right.
I'll go with so that Bloom can get more food.
Say, Ashira, make sure both of the younger members have like an actual meal and not just sugar.
Just Toby, the tiny turtle, with a giant turkey leg. Just
Yes.
Bloom's eating some ribs, like really feral.
All right.
a little happy dance while I eat.
As you guys sort of begin to dig in or journal or even just sit back and people watch, the day seems to move a little slow after you're coming down from this adrenaline high. When, Ashira, you begin to feel a soft breeze.
It wasn't
Irawo,
me.
you begin to feel a soft, cool breeze across your shoulder as it all sort of begins to envelop the five of you. And suddenly, your vision goes black. And as you go to open your eyes, all you can see is a red sky and a bloodied battlefield. As you begin to look up, you see the two moons and suns starting to align themselves. And you hear a cackling of somebody in the distance. A tall, gangly figure wearing a long red tailcoat. You won't be able to stop me. You might have thrown a small wrench in my plan. This is just the beginning. And suddenly, a feminine voice begins to fill everybody's heads. You guys are the only ones who can stop him. Please, do what you can. We cannot do this again. And everybody snaps back to where they were in the Willow Whispers Inn.
was so cool. Did you see that?
What was that? I've never experienced anything like that before.
Not visions like that, no.
What do you think it meant?
My mother's talked of such visions, but what?
We all had the same one, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. I think we did.
Yeah.
May I make a history check?
Go for it.
And would we have seen each other in this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Out of your periphery, you could see magenta locks. You can see white curly hair, mess of ginger hair, and a scaly little turtle boy.
Yeah, I don't have any hair to see in the peripheral.
Not yet.
Toby's bald. Specifically, I'm trying to recall any information about the moons and suns aligning and a battle coinciding with that alignment.
Yeah, go for it.
19 plus where's history? There it is. Plus 6, 25.
Amazing.
Yeah, you are.
Aw, shucks.
Yeah.
Anyways. You can recall the event of the castigation that the ancient god Panuro was waiting for the time of the double eclipse, because that's when the magic was at its strongest, to erupt a plan to essentially destroy Dorplasia and the divine realm. But that he was stopped by the other gods and put away. It was a massive battle, many, many lives lost. But the double eclipse only happens once every 250 years. And while some people use that for good, some will take advantage of that surge of arcane energy for non-good purpose.
So, in a trance-like stupor, kind of traumatized from the vision, but also incredibly knowledgeable in arcana and history, Toby's gonna reiterate all of that so that everybody knows that this double eclipse happens every 250 years. Some use it for good, some use it for evil, and this is probably a repetition of the god Panuro and their plan to destroy Dorplasia and the divine realm. But it will probably come at another heavy cost and another massive battle.
And I will say also with the 25 that you know that the last double eclipse was 624 years ago. So it is due to happen within the by the end of the next calendar year. It happens every 625 years.
I wrote that down. So we have about a year before that happens.
Yes.
I think I need a nap.
You have done a lot of thinking today.
I think we all need a nap.
I think a rest would be the right choice.
I'm tired too.
I could sleep.
So you all head up to your respective rooms?
Yeah.
You all slowly tread your way up the stairs after shaken from what you just saw. Recounting today's events and trying to make sense of what will come next. You all lay down and take your short rest. And I believe that is where we are going to call it for this evening. What is going through everybody's characters' minds as they fall into their short rest? I can start with Toby.
Toby's mind or mine?
Toby's.
I'm gonna be the most bestestest wizard I can possibly be. I'm gonna get stronger. I'm gonna stop this bad guy. And I'm gonna take his coat, because that's a really nice coat, but he doesn't deserve it, because he's mean. I don't think it'll fit over my shell.
Hands. What is going through Ashira's mind?
I think kind of laying down dress, she definitely is kind of holding her amulet to Neuros and is just, I think, laying there for a while, contemplating if that was the purpose that he urged her to leave and to come here for. And if maybe that would make everything else that's happened make sense. And she's just kind of contemplating that in different ways over and over.
Okay. Arlith, what is going through Talia's mind right now?
Can't be scared now. You can't be scared now. This is what you left for. You wanted adventure. You wanted to see all of the things that your mom has told tales about. You can't let them know that you don't know what you're doing.
Starshine, what is going through Irawu's head?
Irawa is feeling grateful for the vision. After thinking about it, she feels like it was sent from Asterisk to help guide her. And she's feeling like she's found her purpose and her aim in this coming of age exploration of the world.
Alrighty. And Rima, what is going through Bloom's mind before we take that nap?
So Bloom's gonna walk into her room and sit with her down on the bed with her, and all the joyful, as soon as the door closes, she's just gonna go right with her. We're gonna make everything better again. I think we're getting closer. And I think that vision might have something to do with what happened to Mom and Dad. Maybe we can fix this. Gonna tuck herself into bed. Yeah. I think good things are coming with her.
And with that, you all drift into a nice little short rest. And that is officially where we are going to end the first episode of Queer and
Hey.
Present Danger.
Good stuff, guys.
I want to thank everybody for joining stream this evening. It was such a fun ride for a first episode. Next week, I believe we have. Do we have? We got nothing next week?
Nothing. Next
Nothing
week,
next
no
week.
Forging Fates, no
No
Good
spell
Fairy
shot?
Cafe, no spell shots, no investigation check, and we don't have Queer and Present Danger. It is a week off from all shows.
All right.
And then the following week, we have Stuff and Things Galore.
Yes. So the next episode of Queer and Present Danger will be 2 weeks from today. Same time. It will start at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I hope to see you all there to see where this adventure goes next. Thank you guys, and have a great rest of your evening. Yes, tonight's episode will be being posted on YouTube a week from today. So, once again, I believe we are going to find somebody to raid, and we will see you all next time. Keep an eye out for danger. Good night, guys.